YouTube? It's your boy 41 Pop. We back with another video. You dig? Hey yo, we at 1K. I just want to say I love y'all, man. We done came a long way. Hey yo, we just doing what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? DG upset fans again. Only OF model speaks out. Gucci the third leg shows results. All right, so I got a little video to show who Gucci the third leg is. I guess he's been positive and he's just been spreading the love. You know what I'm saying? Hey yo, that's not funny. But hey yo, the name definitely, you feel me? Responded. The Shay responded. I don't know if y'all checked out my last couple of videos, but we are keeping up with the T on this one. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you like and subscribe. Let's get into it.
So yesterday, I made a video saying how Jessica and Reed are now married / engaged, right? And then it was a girl on Twitter saying that Jessica, back in August 30th and September 1st, Jessica was with her brother. And then like 2 weeks after that, on September 12th, Jessica and Reed had posted photos like they moved in together. So this girl's brother was, he felt some type of way because Jessica was just with him and now she's married / engaged. So the Twitter news got back to Jessica because she posted, "No one on God's green earth will never ruin our happiness. I love you." Heart emoji. Okay, real quick. On to this whole Danae, Deshae, Melt, Gucci little situation, right? So yesterday, Academics went live with Aiden Ross and Danae and the guy, Gucci, the one that supposedly burned Danae. Danae cleared Deshae's name. Danae cleared Melt's name, but she said she feels like Melt is clout chasing and she don't like how Melt said that this was her karma.
Basically, as many people know, Deshae Frost gave me the opportunity to go on his show, and there I broadcasted my personality. I made a name for myself through what we did on the stream and everything like that. And can I clear up this speculation real quick about Deshae? So me and Deshae did have sex, protected while we were on his show in November of 2023. I contracted HSV2 February 10th, 2024. I did not know that I had it until late March. I cannot give you the exact date yet. I have to go to Piedmont Urgent Care and get that exact date so I can have that exact receipt for you, right?
Okay.
The last time me and him had was November of 2023. So he does not have HSV.
You said that. Did you guys later on have or?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you?
June.
Okay. A few months ago.
But only.
Okay. And when did you guys later on have or?
Yes.
All right. So she gave him head.
Okay. And when did you?
June.
Okay. A few months ago.
But only oral.
Okay.
Only oral.
Hey man, so again, there's gonna be a lot of sex education that's kind of have to be given to like the mass audience who just don't know. There's a lot of taboo stuff. So you said you contracted it from your knowledge in February. How could you prove, or how would you be able to prove when you contracted it? Because from my understanding of that virus is that someone may have it for a unlimited amount of time, but might only know once they have an outbreak. So how did you know that you contracted at that time, as opposed to maybe you had it all along and the symptoms presented itself at that time that you then went to the urgent care and got tested?
Okay. So.
And then the dude, Gucci, he showed test results stating that he got HSV1 and not HSV2. So he's saying he's not the one that gave Danae the number 2.
Yep. Collected. And it says so, non-reactive and negative.
So as you see, if it says negative, of course, that means you do not have it.
What are you positive for? What is that?
Can you read that?
It says you're positive for HSV1.
Yes.
So what is that? Can you explain what that means?
So positive for HSV1 means you do not have herpes. It means you have had probably like a cool sore, more so stuff like that. And this is very common in the whole world.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people have HSV1, which is funny. A lot of people have HSV1. It's like you could be, I don't know if you could be born with it, but it's literally a cold sore. Oh man, a lot of people got that.
This is a wild situation, bro. Like, and then she said that she still might be making content. Like, if you traumatized from this situation, which I'm sure you are. Girl, you should be terrified. You should, because she do OF. You should be like, okay, let me stop. But Gucci was like, she was doing it for money, of course. But like, you can be a YouTuber or something. You don't have to continue down this path because it's not they don't test y'all.
Hey, Shanae got a point.
You gonna wait until you catch something that
Shanae got a point.
Listen. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is just too much. Ain't no way this should be on the internet. But it's on the internet and we talking about it.
And then we got DDG giving away BBLs.
DG partners with Beverly Hills surgeon to purchase 2 fans and non-surgical BBL.
What is going on? The year is almost over. Then he say, then the doctor said, it's non-surgical, it's fillers. Like, sir, we don't want that. People in the comments.
It's sponsored, man. Leave him alone. You could have given away 2 scholarships. What happened to celebs paying college tuition? Ain't none of y'all going to college. That's the problem.
Scholarships. What happened to celebs paying your college tuition? Oh yeah, they used to do that. It's getting clear why they are no longer together.
Oh man, here comes the Halle tweets. That's his baby father, bro. That's her baby father, bro.
Oh yeah, if he was with Halle, he put some days before. Men are so disappointing nowadays.
Hey, I'll be reaching on my boy, man. All right, we're gonna get more into it, man. We got more to get into. So Deshae Frost addresses the rumors as well. You know what I'm saying? Clear up his name. We're gonna see that side of the story. Let's get into it.
Things to talk about today before we get into the main event, okay? There's a lot of things to talk about today. I don't know what the has been happening, bro. I don't know what the has been happening, okay? I don't know, all right? There's a lot of shit, bro. Now listen, my fucking phone's been going crazy. Twitter girls have been calling me.
Hey, I appreciate the follow, gang. Appreciate you.
Now we'll get into this right now, right? Now let's say this. I will say this. Well, Danae, listen. I'll say this, bro. I do not have herpes, okay? I do not have that. I do not have herpes. I actually talked to Danae when she came on my stream in June, right? We talked after the stream, and that's when I knew. I knew before the whole world knew. In June, after the stream. When the time I personally, not to put people's business out, but the time I had sex with her was in December when I shot my season 3. When she came on stream, we talked, and she pulled me to the side, and she was like, yo, I have, you know what I'm saying? So-and-so gave me this, and I just want to let you know before, you know what I'm saying, like anything further, because I know we had, you know, back then. So I was like, for sure, like, you know what I'm saying? And I want to say this to anybody out there who has any of that, like, you know, it's a serious matter, you know what I'm saying? And she just told me everything, like, with all that shit, like, I treated, I didn't want to make her feel uncomfortable or anything like that. So I just made sure that she was cool and good like that. And I haven't had sexual relations since December, right? And she got it in March. And like I said, bro, real shit. First of all, second of all, bro, I don't know why people speaking on my name. First of all, bro, like, I just feel like I don't even talk about people, bro, real shit. And just to keep bringing my name up just to get clipped. Cause I ain't never seen nobody anything until like start talking about me, bro. I don't get that shit. Whatever, like people like saying things like bringing me into like anything, bro. I don't even talk like or whatever. And I feel like people are doing that to create, what can I say? To create just, I don't know, bro. It's just, I just, bro, it's a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? But to today, I'll call Danae just so.
I mean, and
I got a test. I will have. I'm later in a couple of minutes. The doctor's on the way. Yo, you good? I just want to let you know I'm streaming. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Now I just want to let you know. I want to put transparent. When was the last time we had sexual relations?
We had. The only time we really had sex was whenever I was on your show.
In December.
Whenever we were filming the show.
In December, right?
I think that was November, actually.
November, yeah. We shot the end of November and we posted it in December.
Yeah.
When did you like contract? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I contracted herpes February 10th or the 13th, one of those 2 days, and I didn't find out that I had herpes until March.
February. Okay.
March 30th.
Okay, bet. And after the stream when you came over and you pulled me to the side and you told me whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
I literally told you the whole rundown.
Yeah.
And we did not that day.
Yeah. No, for sure. I just wanted to like, you know what I'm saying, just get any, you know what I'm saying, just clear the air, just anything. And if there's anything you ever need from me, I got you. I know it's a rough time right now and anything. And if you ever just want to talk or anything, I'm here for you because I know how that is. I know if my phone's going crazy, your phone's going wild. So I'm there for you, man. I appreciate you for real.
I really appreciate you too, to say, you know that.
Nah, you good. Just hit me. I'm gonna hit you and stuff. Make sure you straight and just be good, okay?
Okay, you too.
Okay, bet.
W Deshae.
You said W paid actor. What the f is y'all? How the f am I setting up all this shit, bro? I'm just telling y'all. Second of all, when I had sex relations with what's her name, I did use a condom. That was my first time meeting everybody in that season and everything. You know what I'm saying? So with that. So she had it in February. I don't know who filmed with her in February or had sex with her in February or whatever, anything like that. But that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? From that point, and I still to this point, like I'm not going to do that shit. And you guys always think I don't. Bro. Tell me. I know I be joking and shit, being like, oh yeah, I'm hitting them wrong shit. But chat, this is whatever off script, but I use condoms, chat. I'm sorry, like. It is what it is. You got to make sure you're good every single time. Please stay protected and make sure y'all good, okay? Real shit. Make sure y'all good. Mute the fire. That was pretty much that situation.
Strap up, my boy.
With that, you know what I'm saying? Danae, you know what I'm saying? Despite her having that, she's still a great person. She's a great person. I knew before everybody else knew, but I just wasn't going to come out and, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want people,
right.
You know what I'm saying, to bash or anything. I wasn't going to come on next stream and be like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? That being said, though, yeah, chat, that's just what it was. It's crazy that really wanted me to have this, which was so fucking wild. I was seeing all different type of shit, bro. Like Deshae Burn, the Change Frosted Burn, like all different type of shit was fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That was wild. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but with that being said, everybody out there, make sure you stay protected and do that shit. With her situation, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whoever she collab with or do that things, that's good. But yeah, that's pretty much what was going on. I got the fucking matter of fact, the doctor just pulled up and shit like that, okay? The doctor fucking pulled up. We're finna get the results live right now. Yo, you can pull up. What's up? How you doing, doctor? We're gonna switch to IRL real quick.
Shit, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. All right, so fucking doctor.
Yes.
Yo.
These are results.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, before I
Results.
get to the results, are you sure
Look how they wrote
this is on
results.
the broadcast live on the internet?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, they just they've been, you know what I'm saying, they've been trying to go crazy and try to bash me and everything, and I feel like this is the only way. We took the test a couple days ago.
Yes.
And I want to make sure it's cool. Just give it to me straight.
W Don.
Now, are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
You ready for the results?
Yeah.
Okay. You nervous?
A little bit.
Let's get right here. Okay.
What the hell?
Give it to me straight, doctor.
All right. In the results of the Shea Frost, you test positive for arthritis.
Make it right. Hey yo, boy, stupid. Hey yo, why do they have a blow up mattress? What is this? What the, they got a blow up mattress? Wait. We're not gonna notice that. Little kid. What the hell? All right, you can go in that room. That's probably his room. They got the blow up mattress in there. Don't tell me that's Dawn room. At least they got their own bathroom. Another bathroom. Do they live there? What the hell?
I got that shit. Oh, bro.
Yo. All right, so we gonna take a glimpse and get who Gucci Third Leg is. You know what I'm saying? For the ones that don't know who Gucci Third Leg is, this is Gucci Third Leg. This is what at least he's been up to. The Deja Vu season 3. I'm not really hip to these shows, but hey, this is what Caleb is doing. This is what he's doing right now.
What are we gonna do about it?
Yeah, I'm about to whoop some ass. Whip some ass up. Whooping some ass with some ass up. All right.
Oh, you better believe we're taking over Atlanta.
And I'm aiming for the sky. You can see it in my eyes.
All right, so
Aiming for the sky. You can see it in my eyes.
that's Gucci right there. I guess he's a cast on the show.
That's just the caption. We about that action. What we do can't be done. You are looking at a champion. This
Hey, angles look good. Camera look good too. I've never heard of this show. In season 3.
I didn't do nothing to you, but for some reason you feel the need to keep doing shit to me. I'm at the point where if you want to get that, you're gonna get that.
If she agreed to fight you and y'all fight, will y'all let it go or y'all gonna drag it? Because if you're not gonna drag it with the same bitch.
Oh shit, that's a man. That's not a she, that's a man.
Season 1. Girl, first of all, you didn't start shit. Oh, yes, I did, my love.
We'll probably give it to you, no shade. You thinking she whooping me? It's crazy.
That part! Speed out! Oh my god! Hold on, wait.
Hey, yo.
Y'all don't even know the real tea though. What's the real? What's going on? Trey and Joyce was fucking in my bed last night.
What? Oh, no.
Every
Oh,
girl here got a
hell no.
man, but Diamond, she got about 6 or 7 niggas.
How you think she feel about me talking to you?
Oh.
Diamond.
She got a nigga. What you mean?
Why she has seizures?
I'm not standing on nothing. I'm not fighting. I fought with that. Bro, you talk a lot. I don't have to fight. That's all you've been doing. I don't need to prove myself with you.
Like, are you fighting over
That nigga look like Little Dirt. He like, that dude look like Little Dirt with no hair before when he cut his hair.
I'm fighting over my respect.
Whatever y'all got between each other, that's between you.
You're gonna know my name.
Oh.
Make them all go insane.
Oh, Gucci bada bang.
She said that's all room, so that's all room. If you feel like you gonna come and take it, come on up there and take it.
They done knocked his teeth out.
I got a monster inside.
Oh.
Watch out. Hey, wait.
Oh.
It's about disrespect.
What are we gonna do about it?
What are we gonna do about it?
Moves like a cannibal.
Work that out. Now I'm done, bitch. I said I'm not fighting about no niggas.
Crackhead ass bitch.
Please.
Thank you. Piss on me. You had the water on the bitch.
Damn.
Monster inside of me.
You pissed on her?
Shut the fuck up. Don't wanna see all that side of me.
5 feet. 5 feet, bitch. Don't throw that.
Oh, that nigga get. That nigga.
You better break your nose again.
What do you think, bro?
All right, so we got the feel on Gucci, who Gucci is. This is
so
kind of serious,
I was
man.
calling you way earlier when I initially said I wanted to be a part of this.
The big
I felt like I
accusation.
knew what his angle was going to be, and I think he's doing the angle. Hey, listen, the girl that came out and said this, I don't know if she thought about it. I don't know if this is Danae joining now, but she had to realize the dude is not gonna come on here and be like, yo, of course I gave it to her. If anything, he was gonna be like, yeah, that nasty bitch caught it from somebody else. I might be a victim. So again, you know, and this was the only part I wanted to ask. I'm not a journalist in that sense, but ask some question because I think he was gonna spin the public with them not knowing about like HSV2 in the sense of, yeah, you could seemingly not have it, but have it. You get what I'm saying? And because he came on here saying that he had a 2023 test, but he's talking about HSV1, right? And he's like, well, you know, everybody got like a cold sore. No, we're talking about genital herpes here. So
correct. HSV2, which is HSV2. Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Danae, how are you?
I'm actually more than great now, actually. Thank you guys so much for giving him a platform to do this. I really am so grateful. You guys don't understand how much this just helped me with my situation.
Right. You know what the craziest part is? I don't think this girl even 21. There's going to be lawsuits come out in the future. Them giving these little girls, these young underage women, alcohol on YouTube. Everyone's just watching it. I don't think she was even, at that time, she was probably 19. Like,
so I just want to express admiration. I know academics, you may not like OnlyFans models, but you are doing an amazing thing for us. I don't want to cry. I don't want to get emotional on here. I just want to state facts.
Okay.
I'm quite. Else.
100%. And again, it only makes sense to have you on. I obviously want to hear both sides. And, you know, I don't know, were you being sarcastic by saying thank you to platforming him, or are you actually being serious?
No, I'm being so serious. Okay. Because there's a lot of girls that have been in the same circumstance as me, and they just haven't conjured up the confidence. They didn't have the people around them to tell them, like, listen, it's okay that you went through this. And I was blessed enough to be in that predicament where my mother was like, listen, I'm behind you full-fledged. I have friends that are behind me 100% waiting to drop videos and proof and everything like that. So it's just like, I literally can't express my gratitude enough, you guys. Like, yeah.
So talk us through, hold on, talk us through exactly everything. Let's go from the beginning. I want to know because obviously, you know, tomorrow his results come out and yeah. So I want to know, like, from the jump exactly, if you don't mind telling the story for everyone that doesn't know. Go ahead.
Oh, as far as the story with Gucci goes, basically, as many people know, Deshae Frost gave me the opportunity to go on his show, and there I broadcasted my personality. I made a name for myself through what we did on the stream and everything like that. And can I clear up this speculation real quick about Deshae? So me and Deshae did have sex, protected while we were on his show in November of 2023. I contracted HSV2 February 10th, 2024. I did not know that I had it until late March. I cannot give you the exact date yet. I have to go to Piedmont Urgent Care and get that exact date so I can have that exact receipt for you, right?
Yeah.
The last time me and him had vaginal sex was November of 2023. So he does not have HSV.
You said vaginal sex. Did you guys later on have oral sex?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you guys have oral sex?
June.
Okay. A few months ago.
Only oral.
Okay.
Only oral.
Hey man, so again, there's gonna be a lot of sex education that's kind of have to be given to like the mass audience who just don't know. There's a lot of taboo stuff. So you said you contracted it from your knowledge in February. How could you prove, or how would you be able to prove when you contracted it? Because from my understanding of that virus is that someone may have it for a unlimited amount of time, but might only know once they have an outbreak. So how did you know that you contracted at that time, as opposed to maybe you had it all along and the symptoms presented itself at that time that you then went to the urgent care and got tested?
Okay. So with collaborating with Gucci was the first person I've ever seen an active lesion on, or a lesion ever in my life, with a sexual partner that I've engaged with. A friend of mine, whenever I was in high school, contracted HSV, and I saw her lesions, but it looked nothing like his. It was brand new. It was not a healed sore or nothing. He was the first person I've ever had sex with that I saw something like that with. Not only that, a few days, my first time that I ever experienced any kind of irritant was 5 days after I first had sex with Gucci. On February 15th, I thought that I split open my vagina because whenever we were having sex, I couldn't finish because it hurt so bad. I literally thought that I split it open. It started bleeding and everything. I was so dry whenever everything happened. It literally was so confusing to me.
That's
And by
so
then,
nasty.
I had already asked him what it was on his penis. No, I did not ask him the first time we had sex what it was on him. But it was his job as a person who knows, and I don't care what you say, Gucci. Like, respectfully, you know that you lie. You have ran yourself in circles on the stream all night. I need.
Could we go through that portion, because he said you were aware of the open sore or cut or lesion. He said he had told you that, and you had said, I watched some of your videos. You said that he had told you that he nicked himself while shaving his shaft, and he came on the stream to say, after that, because y'all filmed 5 scenes, and you could confirm and deny any of these things I'm saying, but I'm just stating what he said.
5 scenes?
He said maybe while you were giving him fellatio, your teeth worsened the open cut that made it appear like that on the last video. What's your response to all that, man?
My response is that he did not say anything about his lesion or his sore whenever we first engaged in sexual contact.
At all?
It wasn't at all. It wasn't until February 14th.
Did you notice
laying in bed.
Did you notice it?
Huh?
Did you notice?
I did. Yes, I did see it. My thought process whenever I was coming into it was this was my first professional collab. The collaborations that I had prior were all romantic partners that I was comfortable enough to have sex with on camera. He was the first person that I ever had sex with that I did not know prior. And not only that, he was somebody that I was watching online and that I was fantasizing over for the longest. So whenever I got there, I assumed that it was a safe space.
What did you think it was? You know, because you know you did see it. So what did you think that it was?
I honestly, whenever I was going into it, I really didn't think much of it. It wasn't. So what's crazy is the reason what made me ask is because I don't know if I can show the videos anymore, right? But it changed. What it was the first day that I met him turned into 3 different things, you know? I didn't know what it was, what that was on his dick. At first, it was just one little circle, and you can see in the pictures that I posted in that black outfit, you can see that the lesion looked like one little scab. If you scroll over with me in the pink dress, that was the day, February 14th, the day that I asked. You can see that the lesion turned into 3 separate placements. I have to
just asking for clarification. So when I was listening to him, and maybe I don't know if Aiden got a different conception of what he was saying. So this, you said y'all filmed several times. I thought it was the same day. You're saying this was over several days.
Yes,
How many days?
I filmed with Gucci. The first day we filmed 3 sets. 3 sets. So it was the one that went mega viral with the tan and blue outfit. And then we filmed the black set with the black and the fishnets. And then we filmed another set in the same B&B with red. We filmed 3 sets that day. That day he invited me to fly out to Houston and spend the week with him. And I agreed.
Okay.
I packed up my bags. I packed up my Airbnb. And I literally flew out there. And there we filmed 2 sets. 3, actually. One was one in the red set. Another one was while I had a pink dress on, and the other one was a threesome while we were drunk.
And it was in Houston that you said, "Hey, your penis looked like this the first night, but now
so somebody else got it too.
Now you're noticing some difference." That's what you're saying, right?
Damn.
Amazing. Not exactly what I said. No, that's not how it went. I literally, whenever I was laying there, I noticed, because over time I noticed that he was like messing with himself. Right. I noticed that he would like put his hand down there. Now I know he was itching it.
So he was itching it. You saw him itch it. You saw him started itching.
Hey, yo, that's
I saw him put his hand down there and fix himself, and now I know that that's a discreet way to scratch your herpes sore. So I asked him, I was like, hey, what is that on your dick? I didn't say, oh, it changed over time. No, I just said, what is that on your dick? He said, oh, I cut myself while shaving. I said, oh, that's crazy. But Aiden, I completely believe you whenever you say that you get hair on your dick. I have an ex that had hair on his dick. So whenever I heard that, I was like, no, I've met a man that had hair on his dick before. And I know it's very rare because I've had numerous sexual partners in the past. There's only one man that I came in contact with that had that, but it's still possible. And you guys can get a doctor to come on here and talk about it. It's
that's
real.
why, that's why you were kind of like not really like freaking out because you thought, oh wow, maybe that's just what it was. I understand.
He's one of the biggest porn stars in the game.
So you're like, you're thinking like, oh, there's no way because he's one of the biggest porn stars in the game. There's no way he could have that. Got it.
I'm 19 years old. This is my first collaboration.
That's what I'm saying. She was 19. 19. I knew it.
Know that I was supposed to go to talent testing or clear. Bianca Blue, actually, the person that you brought up here, I actually had a conversation with her a little bit afterwards. I would have to check what date it was, but I already told her that he had herpes. She was there the night before I linked up with him. If we compare dates,
wait, what? What?
Here, I actually had a conversation with her a little bit after.
Wait.
I understand.
He's one of the biggest porn stars in the game.
So you're like, you're thinking like, oh, there's no way because he's one of the biggest porn stars in the game. There's no way he could have that. Got it.
I'm 19 years old. This is my first collaboration. I didn't even know that I was supposed to go to talent testing or clear. Bianca Blue, actually, the person that you brought up here, I actually had a conversation with her a little bit afterwards. I would have to check what date it was, but I already told her that he had herpes. She was there the night before I linked up with him. If we compare dates, she was there the night before. If not, she was there 2 nights before. But she was in that range.
Wait.
She was there. And
do you believe he had sex with her during that time?
He had sex with her while he had that outbreak, but she didn't see it. She told me herself she didn't see it. Okay. Even whenever we spoke about it. And I showed her the videos. She actually saw more videos than the rest of the world saw. She was like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? She even confirmed to me, yeah, that looks like herpes. That's why she's not going to sit up here and say, I don't think he has herpes. She's not going to say that. She's not going to corroborate his story because she knows what I told her back whenever I was still devastated about what happened to me.
Do you think she got paid off or do you think she's just keeping her mouth shut for a specific reason? Why would she say otherwise?
You probably got it too.
I have no idea. I don't know this girl from really a can of paint. This was just somebody that I wanted to let aware because she was a collaboration of his. After I caught HSV, I actually reached out to numerous porn stars. I met some porn stars in person, like on a whim, randomly, and I told them my story. This story was not necessarily a secret amongst the porn community, especially if I came across you and I came in contact with you, I did tell. I told as many people as I could. It just didn't get far enough.
Got it. Hey, I have a theory, and I'm gonna parlay into a question. So, if what you're saying is right, and even about this Bianca Blue girl who was just on here, and she might have been exposed to it, who knows if she did contract the virus, or who knows if she had the virus already, because we all know how the virus presents itself. I think the question here also becomes, because I have a theory that there's, and that's why I asked him, I said, how many people you think are in this industry, especially of OnlyFans, that you think might have the virus, that might just be selected to say, hey, okay, Danae wants to shoot with me. I'm having an outbreak. I'm gonna just tell her next week when I'm good, or 2 weeks, whatever the time it is.
That's crazy.
2 weeks, whatever the time it is.
I'm pretty sure it's like
I
that.
I feel like you're the most vocal person that's out in it, and here's the question: why did you out it? And do you think that there are people that are being silent because there's almost a scarlet letter on you right now, while other people are like, yeah, he gave me the joint too, but I'm gonna keep it low because I'm still gonna be able to work. Now, when people think of you, they instantly think of that.
Mm-hmm. So basically, it was built up over time. Whenever I first contracted the virus, I really did want to speak out, but because of the people around me, the people I was messing with and everything like that, they didn't want, like what's going on right now, they didn't want the world to think they had herpes too, because I had herpes. So I was really saving other people's asses that I was around. And also, I was also way too afraid to just come out because OnlyFans is my main source of income. I am the breadwinner in my family. Even at 19, 20 years old, I was still the breadwinner in my family. My mom was being assisted and everything like that. I didn't just feel comfortable going out and saying, oh yeah, I had herpes. Victims of sexual assault, victims of things like this don't just come out blatantly immediately. Even then, even whenever I wanted to, didn't mean that I was going to go and do it. So it was just something in my heart that I knew that I wanted to do.
So you speaking up now, what's changed, right? Obviously, the whole world is. You're not. By the way, I want to let you know it's very. I'm gonna let you speak on what you want to speak on. Actually, no. Matter of fact, I'll hold my thought. You tell me what you're just about to say. Go ahead.
Okay, so about a month ago, the only other man that I publicly had unprotected sex with after I caught herpes, at Touch Money V, he does not have herpes either. He called me and he was like, I need to let you know something that's been weighing on me. There's another girl saying that Gucci gave her herpes, but she's not going to come out and say it. It's this white girl, and I don't necessarily want to say her name. I don't want to be.
Man, say her name.
I don't want to be that guy.
Say her name.
Because that is her story and what she wants to tell. But there were rumors that he already gave somebody else herpes, right? And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I was right. Because whenever I first caught it, I was like, what if he's doing it to a ton of people? And then after that, he had a collaboration that I noticed, and she's some porn star's baby mother or something like that. And I noticed that she quit OnlyFans after working with him. That's another thing that I noticed. And then he posted a collaboration with a girl that I was mutually associated with online. She was another girl that I was afraid possibly got exposed to HSV2. And at that time, it was to the point where it was like,
Pat saying Sky Bree. Let me know in the comments. Y'all think Sky Bree?
I felt like if I found out another girl caught it after me, it would destroy me. And if I'm being honest, it has happened. And there are people that they know that it was him. But as far as their careers, they're not willing to jeopardize their reputation. They're not willing to change their career right now. They don't want the hate that's going on, because I'm sure everybody is watching what's going on, how people are talking about me and my situation. These girls don't want to be publicly humiliated. There are other women that are too afraid to speak up. And eventually, after this live stream, I have a really good feeling that they might come out and say what they need to say. But that's basically why I came out here.
Real quick, how many girls would you say that have associated themselves with Gucci that you think may have it?
That I think, or that I know so far?
That you know so far.
Both.
Well, allegedly, no, whatever, because I don't necessarily know if these girls are completely telling the truth, but I do believe them. Right now, I have 3 people confirmed that are telling me that they got it from him. And tested positive after they collabed with him.
Damn.
All of which are on the fence about pressing charges. But I want to say something, and I want to show something real quick. Just because he did try to just say that weird stuff about, oh yeah, she probably gave it to me. So I'm going to go on my Quest Diagnostics. Mind you, I did not know about talent testing or Clear whenever this happened. So I'm going to log in, because this man, for some reason, didn't want to show himself logging in. Little reminder, if you go on Twitter, you'll see that he was known whenever his name was Mandingo Gucci for faking his test results. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. But, if you do your research on him, but watch, it's signing in. Give me a second. But I will show you that March 1st, 2024, I was still negative for HSV2 and HSV1.
And then what was the date that you tested positive for it?
I can't tell you yet. As soon as I call, because I will call the place. I did not get an actual, I didn't get on here. I got a phone call that I tested positive for it.
Sam Adams made a light beer.
That I tested positive for it.
Okay.
It's not working. Hold on, give me a second. It's literally loading.
Sure.
I don't know why this is being crazy. But
someone said, can you ask about the Melt situation? Because I know who Melt is. Is that somebody that you had sex with, not knowing that you had HSV2, or what happened with that?
Well, respectfully, I really didn't want to talk about that man because he is clout chasing. He's actually started to burn a lot of bridges with people in the industry for some reason.
Okay.
I'm not really sure why.
So I wanted to, you and
Hold on. She got it right here. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna scroll to 3/1/24.
Before we see it. Yep.
View.
Okay.
Wait a second. So I want you to see hepatitis B. So we're gonna go to HSV 1 and 2. I was still negative.
Got it.
For both.
Got it.
3/1/2024. Gucci, if you get that positive result tomorrow, you did not get it from me, boo. Respectfully.
But how much do you trust that he's going to his private physician rather than one of these industry standard? He said he's going to a private physician, so he's going to have to share his results rather than something that could be verified, or something that's more industry standard. What's your thoughts about that?
My thoughts is he's been literally documented as a liar. Like there are numerous accounts saying that he's lied to people's faces. So I don't trust him in the slightest bit. Not a word that this man says anymore I will ever believe unless I, one, have proof from not only him, but a third party that has nothing to do with his personal life. Nothing. That is the only time I will believe that anything that comes out of his mouth. I know that I it from
Danae, are you going to continue to be doing OnlyFans and content like that, to that matter? Are you going to continue to do so even though you tested positive for HSV2? I just want to know, what does the future look like for you?
So as far as collaborations, I've stopped for months. The last collaboration that I had was with Touch Money V a couple months ago. I think it was about 3 months ago. I have not done an actual sexual collaboration in a couple months. I do not plan on continuing collabs. I do plan on keeping my OnlyFans up, and I may drop content if I choose to, but that is now something that I do want to leave behind because it has caused some trauma in my life. And I also...
Can I ask you about that last collab? You said the last collab with Touch Money V, that was after you reportedly contracted the virus. Were you upfront with him and saying, "Hey, listen, I got this," or did you not know yet? And he was okay with it.
I was completely aware that I had HSV, and not only that, I was telling people. By the time that I came in contact with Touch Money V, he was already mutual friends with people who were talking about it in front of him, that I caught HSV2 from Gucci. So he hit me up in my DM, texted me, telling me that he wanted to collab with me, and he was like, but I have a couple questions. I didn't even tell him about my HSV2 diagnosis. He asked me, hey, I heard this. Is this true? And I told him yes. And then afterwards, he still decided he wanted to still collaborate. He was completely aware. I even told him to make himself completely comfortable because he was in his head at the time. He even called his doctor himself, and his doctor told him that if she doesn't have an outbreak or is about to get an outbreak, the chances of you catching HSV2 is low. It's actually down to 10%. Even if if it's a viral shedding episode, it is still low at 10%.
Got you. Well, I just have one question here. 10%. What is the situation regarding the Matt situation? Who's Matt, and what's the situation regarding Matt?
Who's Matt?
So much plug types. Something about he ate your ass.
Oh, you're talking about Melt. Okay.
Melt.
He literally ate my ass in January or February.
Hey, yo, Melt get done dirty all the time.
Before I collab with Gucci, I never had sex with Melt again. I never even seen Melt again after I freaking collab with Gucci. He is completely in the clear of HSV. He's literally just talking about how I got karma for telling people that he ate my ass. I have the girl that you guys were also addressing earlier about her being a content creator, or he said that it was a collaboration. She's calling me right now. Can I answer?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so basically, I'm on stream right now. Do you want to defend yourself or do you want to say anything? They can hear you. Just a warning.
They don't know who I am, though, right?
No, I'm not gonna. They only know your abbreviation, AAY.
Okay, so I mean, I was with him like last year, and I guess he got mad at me about something, so he just now decided to release the video. But he told me, I'm gonna send you the video. If you don't want it released, I'm not gonna release it. So a few months later is when he decided to release the video, and it went viral. I cried and cried and cried. Don't release the video, take it down. He published it. I guess he sold it to some type of porn site, and it went viral from there. And I begged him for months to take the video down. Oh, you got to talk to my management team. You got to talk to da da da. He kept dubbing me and pushing me off for months. So, long story short, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna get my lawyer involved. So he was just like, oh, I don't have time to deal with that. I'll take it down. He never took the video down until the other day. So then I told him, like, bro, I am pregnant. I can't be dealing with none of this shit that you're talking about. Like, he blocked my number. So I go to the doctor every 2 weeks because I'm pregnant, and they've taken my blood, they've taken all my urine samples, they did anal swabs, they did vaginal swabs. Nothing came back, but it's just, why are you ignoring me?
Wow.
Yeah, they heard everything.
Hey, Danae, you said something on Twitter, so I want to ask how you rationalize it, right? Because Gucci says she might be a victim, she's not my victim. That's his statement. What you did say is that you are a victim, but you also said that you said it was your fault, and I think some people might be having a hard time rationalizing what that means. If you're a victim, how could it be your fault, right? So how do you look at the entire situation, in the aftermath?
So I live my life trying to hold myself accountable in every situation that I'm in, whether or not I am the main problem or I'm the smallest problem. So I was always taught that, especially whenever I was young. I grew up around dysfunctional people. So you learn how to break generational curses as you get older. And so I can completely understand that I should have known as an OF creator and a quote unquote baby porn star what a herpes sore or a dried up herpes sore looks like, not to collaborate with somebody unless you get their full panel results. I completely understand that. But not only were me and Gucci collaborating, he also was speaking to me in a romantic manner and he was making romantic gestures. So
did you get his name tatted? I seen a video. Like,
I did. It's covered now.
Oh shit!
Were you guys that much involved that you got his name?
They got the shade and fucking
tatted though. Because how old are you? How old are you?
Young.
I was 19 at the time. I'm 20 now.
Okay.
I turned 20 in March.
So if you tatted his name,
if
you tatted his name, you like this guy, right?
Yeah, we were like.
They were in a poly or something. That's what I see.
Very sweet guy. I got his name tatted 4 days into knowing him, and I know everybody's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Was the dick that good? Damn. Like I know. Obviously, it's sour grapes at this point, but still.
Why are you asking that, bro?
Fact on sour grapes at this point, but still.
Yo,
it was just big.
Bro, hold on, you're a grown ass man asking if another dick is good.
No, because I gotta ask her why would she get his name tatted 4 days into meeting him.
She liked them. They liked each other a lot.
It wasn't even just that.
That's not normal. That's not normal.
It's not normal. It's not normal, but
it's not normal. But I am not in a normal predicament. It was also content. He was telling me that he was going to be my content partner. He was telling me that we were going to keep consistently making content. This meeting was not, oh yeah, let's just collab and then part ways. No, the reason why I was in Houston, the reason why I was spending time in Houston was because he was going to become one of my he was going to be my romantic partner. This was not just a collaboration. And so I got it even right here. The placement is kind of fucking ironic because while we're doing content, they're going to see, oh yeah, this is.
Yeah, don't believe that.
Hey, bro, I get it. Basically, while she's sucking dick, it's going to be like right here.
Calm down. So yeah, I'm going to ask a few devil advocate questions just because, in situations like this, you'll have people thinking like this, right? So someone might say, well, maybe you and him fell out. And now you're just blaming anything you've contracted on him. Did you cover the tattoo after you found out, or did you guys fall out before? Because you clearly covered it, and you're just bringing your story to light now. So what happened? So you went there. I guess he sold you a dream. You guys are having sex. You know he's and I've heard this theory also said, right? They were like, hey, she's 19 and probably ignored safeguards because of, you know, the collab potential and what it could do for her career. Do you think that's true or no?
I know that's not true.
Okay.
I know that in the moment I just wasn't thinking, and also I would have expected somebody with herpes, especially in this field, to disclose their herpes diagnosis. And on top of that, with people thinking that I just said it was because I was mad, me and him stopped talking right before I found out that I had herpes. My gut was telling me to get away from this man, not only because of my health situation, but it was also this man did not make me feel safe.
What does that mean?
So,
if you could explain, sorry.
So it has been documented that this man has a tendency to be aggressive.
Well, sorry, has he hit you or pushed you or shoved you or anything like that?
He has not hit me, but he did grab my hair and scream in my face that I don't know who I'm messing with. I can even have my friend vouch for me. I had to call my friend in the middle of the debate, or the altercation, even though I was frozen. He was screaming at me. He was drunk. He was mad. Stuff happened that night that I don't necessarily want to get into because I would be bringing another person that does not need to be named in the situation. But my friend heard him threatening my life.
And yeah, I have a question for you. Sorry, Danae. Someone asked me to ask you about. There's a threesome that you guys had. Who is the other person involved in that threesome?
Respectfully, I don't want to talk about it because the girl no longer does content and the girl does not need to be addressed. I mean, me and her did have an altercation, and that's all I'm going to leave it at is that tensions were high that night.
Got you.
You beat her ass. I watched you on the 20v1. They say you were known, which, you know, again, I'm playing devil's advocate here. They say you're known to beat up bitches. They said that's what they said about you. And matter of fact, you kind of, I want to shout out the YouTuber Sean something. I don't know if that was an old or new thing, but they said you were known to be aggressive yourself.
She was whooping ass on the Shay show.
Maybe you're aggressive as well.
You drew blood on that show,
I can
bro.
definitely say that I have developed a name for myself for being able to fight, yes, but I only really get in altercations, physical altercations, whenever I feel like I am unsafe.
Okay.
Whenever somebody threatens me, I could take it there, but I'd rather not. I'd rather talk it out. But if things get physical, just know that it is not just, oh, I'm trying to be an aggressor. I'm being the aggressor. No. I'm pretty sure if everything didn't happen and things went well with the Gucci situation, his roommates could even vouch that anything that happened that night was because everything got out of hand as far as the other two in the threesome. And I was in the middle.
Jealousy?
And just went off. I don't really want to talk about this situation.
Could you just give us like a broad timeline, because things seem to be unraveling really quickly. So you meet the guy, do a scene. He convinces you to come to Houston. You go to Houston with him pretty much the next day. Do a couple more scenes. 4 days later, you get his name tatted. When do you guys stop dealing with each other?
Yeah, like the absolute day, the last time that you guys actually.
Yeah, because it seems like you guys may have not been messing around for more than like 30 days. It feels like this was like maybe a 2-week thing, right? Am I tripping?
Oh, that's not the case. No, it was about a month.
Okay.
What's it called? So basically, we officially stopped talking March 22nd, the day before my birthday. I started getting nightmares and I started feeling really uneasy about this man. I like to say that I'm very spiritual.
Bro,
so
Gen Z crazy.
Something puts me off and turns me off, I'm kind of off. So me and him were kind of like going back and forth, not really talking up until that day and everything like that. And then my last message to him before I texted him basically after I found out, was never contact me again.
Okay.
On March 2nd.
Well, obviously.
And then hold on, what did you put under the net? You'll never. Sorry, under that you put something. What'd you put?
I don't know if I'm supposed to read that. Well, I said, you will reap what you sow. You know what you did, and one day God will handle you. You knew I wouldn't find out till later. I wonder how many others there were. You're sick and don't deserve your name, because his name means God is worthy to be prayed. Aluatosin. So
hold on. Gucci third leg means what? Wait, hold on. What?
That's what he told me the definition of his name is. I did meet another Nigerian man that told me that that's not what it meant, but it does still have relation to God. But basically I said, like, oh, my collab, the only other man I had sex with raw too is calling me. Can I answer?
Yes.
Not the only other man, well, collab that I had sex with raw. Can you turn off the live stream in the background, please?
Hey, you still on? Wait, hello?
Yeah, I'm still on stream. You're actually they're all listening to you right now. You want to say something?
Wait. Because people call and telling me that you saying something about me on stream. Like, worry.
I'm saying that you don't have herpes. I'm clearing your name, love.
Somebody said something about a white girl. What is that?
Okay, so you remember whenever we were on FaceTime that day and you told me that you heard that a white girl was going around saying that he gave her herpes?
Oh, okay. That gets scared because, whoa, I never, did anything else. But, I didn't even, more of the story, the girl was he gave it to her spring break in Miami. But my homeboy, he tripping. He said some other shit. He said, the white bitch with herpes. So I was like, but he said, you telling the live stream that. So I'm like, whoa, wait.
Yeah, well.
That's not true. But,
well, thanks for helping me out, love.
You could. But yeah, handle that.
All right.
There you go.
So yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna ask another. Again, I know you also probably have the OnlyFans community who are probably tuned in for this. So I don't want them to think that I'm trying to ask questions to fuck you up. But I want to ask questions that that you're not gonna see responses to this on Twitter. That you can just address it here. Some people are
got a community.
Why go to the internet rather than go to the cops? Because obviously, if you are infected with something and you're intentionally spreading it, and you're not disclosing it to people, that could be a crime, right? And you mentioned other people are thinking about pressing charges. Why didn't you choose that route?
Okay, so I had people in my ear scaring me, telling me that it's not going to work. You're not going to be able to charge him. And I'm not worried about having this be a civil case. I don't want his money. I couldn't care less how much money he made off of me or any other girls. I want this man registered as a sex offender. I want this man in jail. What he's done to multiple women, allegedly, and what he has done definitely to me, deserves to be in jail. And I honestly have seen the justice system fail people time and time again. It's like this case with the guy that got prosecuted and murdered for a murder he didn't even commit. I know that there was a large risk that I didn't have enough. All I had was the videos of his outbreaks. All I had was the negative result on March 1st. But as far as the other stuff, I wasn't sure that I would win. But
did you talk to the police though, or at least try to contact them?
No.
Are you?
He didn't talk to the police.
That?
That's crazy. You talk to the police at least.
For sure, especially after this live stream. Especially after this one.
What do you think he was gonna say tonight? Because obviously this was the first time he was gonna speak. Do you think in any part of your mind, did you think he was gonna admit it, maybe issue an apology, or do you think he was gonna kind of like gaslight and just be like, "Yo, he a victim, not my victim"? You thought it was
well, that was even. I'm not gonna lie. He surprised the freak out of me. I'm not going to hold you. As far as saying that he has HSV1 but not HSV2, oh, you are creative. What else? Him saying that I'm not his victim. rubs me a bit weird. I didn't expect him to really name drop or really address me at all. I thought he was going to address the things like the rape allegations that are pinned against him, the allegations of him faking his test results, all that other stuff. I didn't think that he was actually going to talk about me because he knows what he did. But
do you think he ruined your life?
I love Connecticut, and I love the.
As far as ruined it, he did. No.
No.
As far as ruined it, he did drastically change my life. He did cause a lot of trauma, a lot of emotional instability, and a lot of things going on. But I personally don't feel like anybody's life can be ruined from having herpes. Herpes is definitely lifelong.
I only asked that because I watched the videos of you being so emotional and crying, and I watched your blog, and I was just like, you know, again, I feel like there's maybe other women who are, for whatever they're thinking about their career, they're like, oh, I'm going to be quiet. And for you, just emotionally, you couldn't be quiet because you felt it was affecting you just mentally and maybe even physically as well, that you felt you had to speak out. So I was wondering where you were.
Somebody said that he ruined you.
It definitely affected me drastically. It has changed my life. I won't say he ruined my life, primarily because it has taught me to be more healthy. It's taught me to establish more boundaries in my life. It has taught me to be more safe. It has made me get more educated on several different STDs. And I honestly believe that whenever you contract a virus like this or any virus, you can literally free yourself from burdens, mental burdens, physical burdens by just having optimism. And I feel like now that I have optimism, I don't feel like he ruined my life. Did I feel like he ruined my life whenever it first happened? Yes.
Is this the first?
Now,
oh, go ahead. Sorry. I was going to ask, was this the first STD you've ever contracted?
No.
Okay. But the first incurable one?
Yes.
Okay. What did you think about him saying that he quits? He says after his tests come back, he's putting his jersey into the rafters and he's quitting the porn or OnlyFans game. And he says he might even delete his channel. So, you know, I'm guessing he has videos with you and him. He might delete those. I don't know if that'll give you some type of mental peace.
So, y'all don't think it's a little suspicious? Not fishy at all? This man his career was completely fine before these allegations came out. And then now that things are out about him, he says
you want to focus on promoting a condom. He says you want to focus on promoting a condom.
I thought it was a joke when he told me he was promoting a crypto NFT with condoms. That's the craziest thing. That means he's and look, I'm not fucking trying to, but that's crazy. Like NFT fucking for condom promotion is crazy.
Yo, Aiden, stop playing.
Why are you not like, bro? That's crazy, bro.
Now you want to use condoms? Now you want to promote condoms, babe? Crazy. Hey.
But look, one thing I do think that's a bit sus on Gucci's end, because I haven't made a decision yet. Like, I think like you're coming in here with the facts. I would have loved to have seen you guys on the same panel together. Tomorrow he wants to do
it too.
Tomorrow he's going to show the results live on stream with me and Ak. I hope that you come and do that tomorrow. I just don't really. I don't know, Ak. What are you thinking?
Listen. This is what I believe, right? I believe that Gucci might have it, but he's in denial that he gave it to her. Right? So, in a way to cope, it's like saying, hey, if I got it, and he probably, one thing, and that's why when I was asking him questions, he wasn't that clear on, even though he said, oh, we get tested every 2 weeks, but then he said, well, I had outdated tests. So he probably didn't know when he contracted it. And I think it's probably a better coping mechanism to be like, well, if you have it, you gave it to me, rather than you've been having it but neglecting your health, so you've been giving it to people, right? And I think the timing of the I quit or I'm retiring, like, come on, bro. This nigga think he's like LeBron, like, you know what I mean? But hey, you know what I mean? You know. I don't think this would have happened if you didn't speak out. And one thing I've realized about the OnlyFans like game is like, it seems more of a hustle more than a profession, because it feels like people are in it for the quick buck as opposed to realizing that, hey, this is supposed to be a community like the porn community is, at least LA porn community, where like, hey, if you know, half of these chicks, and again, I don't hate OnlyFans models at all, really. It's just that half of these chicks are fucking random rappers and athletes who are fucking everybody, right? It's kind of unsafe. So like something like this is bound to happen. I think you're going to be the poster child and he's going to be the poster child for people to realize that, yeah, for the quick buck you made, you might, you know, like again, you're 20 years old and you've contracted something that you can never get rid of. You're going to have to be coping with it, right? And, you know, it's put like a microscope on that.
The reality check.
It's put a microscope on that
That's what it
industry
is.
that hopefully, you know, there's some changes that happen.
With the YouTube music.
And that was literally the intention. I didn't want to hear another person come out and say, yeah, I got herpes from Gucci Third Leg. I got herpes from a porn collab. I feel like just because it is so prevalent in the population does not mean that a porn star should have herpes and not disclose to their partner or their collaboration that they don't have it. Respectfully, I feel like morally, if you have come in contact with any kind of disease, disclosing is the most important thing to do. Let that person know that there's a risk of you contracting something with having sex. You know, but a lot of people aren't comfortable. A lot of people aren't ready for rejection. A lot of people aren't, because I know women and models that have contracted HSV in the porn industry, that it wasn't from Gucci. It was from whenever they first started 6 years ago. 10 years ago, and they just don't know who it was because they might have had a full group scene or they fucked a couple people that day, you know?
I want to ask you a question. For someone that wants to know if they have HSV2 or not, what's the correct way of doing it, also proving to the world that they don't have it?
So honestly, it's none of the world's business, first off. It's none of anybody's business other than the person that you are going to be having sex with. Just to make that clear. But as far as figuring out if you have HSV or herpes in general, honestly, everybody has the gene. Everybody has it in their system. It's just whether or not it's activated. As you can see, whenever I showed my result, there was a number on that green box that I had. It said less than 0.9. That means yes, it's in my system. No, it's not active. No, I cannot give it to anybody. No, I will not receive an outbreak. If you have HSV 1 or 2 and you're not experiencing symptoms, honestly, healthcare providers do not suggest that you go get tested because you could scare yourself. You could scare yourself into thinking that you have something and that you're going to have to deal with something lifelong that will probably never come up and never be contagious ever in your life. As far as getting tested, I feel like you should get tested if you have symptoms. If you have something like an outbreak, if you have discomfort, if you have itchiness, if there are symptoms, go get tested. But if not, I mean, herpes is literally something that isn't life-threatening for real.
So it's overrated, basically.
Of course, the stigma is way too high. People think that you're dirty just because you have herpes. I literally know somebody personally that caught herpes their first body. The first time they ever had sex was the first time they ever contributed, whatever the fuck. I don't know how to say that.
Contracted,
yeah.
There it is. I do know how to say that, but it just didn't come to mind. Contracted it without having multiple sex partners. It was the first time they were deceived. Things like this is sexual assault. It's sexual violence. It's
if you do decide to keep doing your OnlyFans and keep having sex on OnlyFans, are you? I'm obviously they're gonna know, but I'm saying, are you gonna be using protection now? Are you not gonna be using protection? What does your future content look like?
Better use protection.
So my future content is really gonna kind of be solo content. I haven't necessarily been into the whole collaboration. If I do post a porno or anything like that, it's going to be a romantic partner, somebody that I'm actually involved with. Again, after I caught HSV, I started to respect myself more, if I'm being completely honest. I stopped having just random
Gave the Shay head. Don't forget
in the
that.
mass sex as often as I would before.
Hey yo, don't forget that.
Hey, by the way, is
Don't
that,
forget the
I
Shay.
don't mean to cut you, but is that also like maybe, you know, for the young girls who are watching you, you said after you caught this STD doing OnlyFans, you started to respect yourself a bit more. Do you think that that's part of, you know, because again, this whole collab thing, and really what I think is that I think if homie got it, he probably was collabing with smaller creators, knowing that maybe I don't have the leverage of saying certain shit or asking him for certain shit. And y'all are just thinking about the collab opportunity, right? So like, yo, that gotta be a bold move to know you got a big ass bump on your shit and be like, yo, we still doing this shit and we filming it in 4K, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of predators go for people that don't have a lot of knowledge, don't have a lot of experience, and go for people that won't necessarily catch on. That's
right. Rob Suno, they say that you had a previous relationship with, I don't know what that is right now. Were you guys having, I don't want to get involved in your guys' private life, but is that somebody that, you know, did you know at the time that you had HSV2 when you were with that person?
He knows that I have HSV, but I don't feel like it's anybody's business whether or not I had sex with him or not.
True. Fair enough. Yeah, it's your guys' own relationship. I agree. But he knew it was real.
I have it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that I've met in person, even if we didn't have a sexual relationship or not, know that I have HSV too. It's not a secret.
Mm-hmm. Hey, by the way, so, you know, again, Gucci Third Leg, yeah, the name is so crazy. So Gucci Third Leg says he's going to present his results on stream tomorrow. If he is indeed negative, will you give him an apology? And also, by the way, he says he is flirting with the idea of pursuing legal action because you essentially have labeled him as someone that has an STD that's passed it out. You know, I don't know if that's what's nudging him to retire, but he's saying he's contemplating, once his results is in, pursuing some legal action about how you've spoken about him.
I keep seeing this face.
About how you've spoken about him.
I mean, that's fine. If he wants to take legal action, I'm not. Does it look like my hand is shaking? I'm not at all scared of that. He can do whatever he needs to do to prove his case. I won't apologize because I came face to face with exactly what infected me. I'm not. I even if he does come up here with fake results or real results, another thing that I will tell everybody is that if he was on medication for long enough, he could become undetectable after being on medication for a specific amount of time. So I just want everybody to keep that in mind. But
wait, so you're saying that if he were to actually have HSV2 but he was on medication, it won't show up in a blood test?
If he was on medication for a prolonged period of time and he was undergoing treatment to make sure it's undetectable, yes, he could come up with a negative result. That happens. It's the same with HIV. You could be diagnosed with HIV 1 year and then 2 years later it's undetectable.
And how do you do that?
That's medication. Treatment.
Medication. Gotcha.
Oh. Hey, by the way, does it make, because you know, once all of this happened, and I'm wondering how you feel as a person. Like I really want to know like your reaction to, like I seen one of my friends, Silky, like he's like, yo, she DM'd me, like, but he's like, yo, I dodged the bullet. I see there was a porn star, Lil D, pause on that by the way. He came out, he said, yo, I only took a picture with her. Like people are almost treating you like, yo, they have to speak up to say they never had sex with you, or if they did was way before. Does that make you feel a little bit hurt that people are speaking about you like, you know, like they wouldn't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole, or, oh, I'm glad nothing happened, like they dodged a bullet, like they're speaking about you like that?
I really can put myself in other people's shoes. As far as Silky goes, I DM'd him after I saw the clip of him showing that he dodged a bullet. I literally, my management told me to hit him up to see if I could go on stream. I've been on several streams, time and time again with Kai Cenat, Deshae Frost, V Boogie, all them people. Like, I've been on streams. I was just trying to see if I could go on a stream. Yes, he's an attractive man, but again, after I caught HSV, I slowed the fuck down.
Wait, did you fuck Kai? Be honest. You fuck Kai?
No.
Oh, okay.
So hold on, you're saying as soon as you got HSV2 and you knew that, that's when you were like, all right, I'm gonna take a step back and stop basically having sex so easily. You kind of like, I guess you could say you kind of like matured in your sexual life. It's like when you caught it, you kind of had like a reality check.
110%. And I feel like that's like a sign again to get into spirituality. It's a sign from divine to me that it was time to slow down, because even though I'm saying respect myself, OnlyFans models doing OnlyFans right now, it's not that they don't respect themselves. Mind you, like Academic said, it's a hustle. For me, it's rooted in things far more deeper than just a hustle. So for me, it was me disrespecting myself in a way, and I had to heal from that trauma. I had to self-explore, and I had to get to the root of things. But I definitely.
How much have you went down the realm of religion or spirituality? It felt like it was an awakening moment for you. Have you got into church, reading the Bible? Like, what have you been doing?
So I actually did buy my first Bible 2 months ago. Did I get through the whole thing? Gonna be honest, no. I've kind of always been on the border of religious and not. My mom was atheist, my dad was Christian, so you could only imagine what kind of household I was brought up in. I really started my spiritual journey whenever I was 15 after some things happened to me. And from there, I feel like I've just gotten closer and closer with first myself. And I really started my spiritual journey whenever I was 15 after some things happened to me. And from there, I feel like I've just gotten closer and closer with first myself and Most High. And I honestly think that whenever I caught herpes, it was a time where it was just like, I was so excited for how much money that I was bringing in, especially after the Deshae Frost show and everything like that. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, money's looking great. Let me keep going. And then God was like, wait. It's time to slow down with the fucking, because you just wild out right before you got all these blessings. And in order to keep this thing going, in order to use your energy in the best ways possible, I have to give you a wake-up call, and that was that.
I know this is kind of a personal question, but I'm curious, and the reason why I'm curious, it's a two-pointer. How many bodies did you have before you caught, and then how many do you have after? And I just want to see where you're at with your sex life. And it's just anybody that also is worried about HSV2, and also you're doing this for the women out there, even men out there. So how many bodies would you approximate that you had before and then after you were contracted?
So since everybody thinks I'm already nasty, bitch, I don't give a fuck about telling my body count. So Gucci was 44. Okay. I am now at 58.
Damn.
So during the time, and listen.
What the hell? 44. 58. That's a lot. That's in a short period of time too.
Listen. After Gucci, right? Before
That's
I found out that
more
I had
than
herpes,
10 people,
I
bro.
wiled the fuck out. Okay? After Gucci, I caught
14 people.
Let me go back.
Wait. Hold on. By the way, wild the fuck out just for.
When they say girls don't keep their count with their body count, they lying.
Content, or you were just having fun having sex with random men?
I was literally like just having like protected just flings, and I was very safe. Like the only time that I was careless was with Gucci. As far as everybody else, people that weren't porn stars, I was overly conscious of everything that I was doing. Condoms for head and sex. Not only that, I wouldn't even have sex like for real. Like it might have been like, oh yeah.
Stop it! You did not suck the Shea Frost dick with a condom. Stop the cap.
I had sex with Deshae Frost before I fucked Gucci. And
no, I know. Remember because you said you gave Deshae Frost oral sex in June.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the spree that I had.
Hey, yeah, they
the spree
messy.
was already cut by the
so
time I had
messy?
oral sex with Deshae.
Got it.
Yeah,
by the way, just trying to fact check here. I know you clearly pinpointed to the Gucci situation, but you did mention 44 guys before him or including him. How many men did you have sex with? Because you said it was in February, January, and February.
Damn. 58. The shade would have been 59.
Worry.
Could have been 60. For real, for she probably turned.
I didn't
Somebody else
wow
probably
out
turned it down too.
until probably like a week and a half before I found out that I had herpes. So with that time frame keeping in mind, there's no way that I would have fucking tested positive for herpes from any of those men other than Gucci.
How many men do you
So
A lot. That pause has to be a lot.
That look on your face is like, that look on your face is like,
Mm.
The niggas.
Niggas.
Nah, it was just.
Yo.
I'm not good at math. Hold on, I gotta use my calculator.
You gotta do
math?
What?
I'm not good at math. Sorry.
Okay, use your calculator. Let's see.
Hey,
where we're
yo,
at.
that's crazy.
Before I stopped, it was literally 7.
Huh? 7?
Wait, so you had 7 before you completely were like, fuck this. I'm out. Like I'm out of the sex game. Like I'm a like be on some different shit. 7.
In a
7
short
niggas.
amount of time. Like, mind you, it was literally like a week.
Okay.
Where I already had lesions, like I already experienced my lesions and everything. Like I didn't know what it was. I was still testing negative for herpes and everything. The lesions already presented themselves prior to me having sex with these people.
Sorry, you said 7 different you said 7 different bodies in 1 week, right?
So 7 people
By the
probably got
way,
herpes.
you know why I'd called OnlyFans a hustle for most people is that, put it like this, right? And you know, I don't want to pocket watch or anything, but I could, you know, I always pocket watch, but still, I would imagine you said, you know, you're taking care of your family. Like this is like a career, right? I feel like a lot of people don't treat OnlyFans like even the low level porn star treats porn. For example, and the reason why I was saying about OnlyFans women is that if I know having sex with other male creators, right, is my job, I wouldn't jeopardize this to go outside that circle to fuck random people, fly out here, go fuck this rapper, this and third, knowing that, like, look what happened to you. Not saying obviously that happened there because you say you called it via creator, but it could just end your whole shit, or not end your whole shit, but like just kind of change the trajectory of your life. And I think those people, and I'm even speaking about Gucci, I'm pretty sure he was just slanging cock everywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure if he does have it, he didn't contract it from maybe a female creator. He maybe caught a chick on South Beach and just dicked her down and caught it. He was probably fucking every chick raw. You get what I'm saying? And that's the hustle part. If, you know, when, you know, I know a lot of sex workers, you know, that are on OnlyFans that they almost do like some cognitive dissonance in terms of how they look at OnlyFans. And because of that, there's a breakdown where you don't take it as serious, or you don't think that you need to have these necessary safeguards to make sure such a thing that we're talking about today doesn't happen. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, again, I do think this is very important because I hope the industry acknowledges this and like makes necessary changes, because like I look at you, you're 20 years old and you basically say your trajectory of your life, like you're literally saying you almost regret it, right? Like, you know, obviously not regret making the money, but you regret, you know, these circumstances that led to this moment, right?
Well, that's part of life. And look, the person you are today is you had to have gone through what you have gone through, and you've learned a lot. And I think that's good. I think everything happens for a reason, right? You said you picked up a Bible, and now you're understanding what you got to do now and all this stuff. So I think you've learned a lot, and maybe this is the correct path for you. You know,
hey, your future romantic partner. How would you? I know you're very young. You're probably not there yet,
right?
But and maybe you haven't even thought about this. But like, how would you explain this to your future romantic partner of how you came to this point, right? Like, you know, that person's probably gonna love you, but they're probably gonna want to understand the decisions that led you to that point, and that the fact that they would be, you know, they're gonna have to cope with the fact that you have herpes. Like, have you thought about that or no?
I have thought about it, and I, like you said, my future partner is going to love me regardless of my past. And I honestly haven't, I don't want to overthink about it because I know that real love isn't based on what has happened before, what will happen later. It's about how you guys feel right now, how you guys are compatible and everything like that. And I want everybody, even if you caught HSV, regardless if you had a whole phase or not, remember that. Like, somebody is going to love you regardless of what happened to you. Like, it doesn't matter, especially to them, especially to that person that is really meant to love you. But I wanted to ask something, actually, because, like, if, like, he was getting tested, right? Every week, like he said that he was.
I think he said every
and
2
if he
weeks.
was
You're right. Yeah, every 2 weeks.
every 2 weeks, why can't we see a test result today? Why do we have to wait until tomorrow? If he already has a negative result from recently, why can't he post it today? Why can't he show us, like, for sure?
Hold on, great question, and I'm gonna give the answer that my understanding gave me, and then you could tell me because you're in that business. It felt like he was agreeing with me when I said that most standard testing panels does not include a blood test for HSV2. You could tell me if standard panels for, you know, the adult entertainment industry included. I guess he was saying, yeah, the majority of people don't get tested for it. So I guess he has to go out of his way request a test for it, and that's how we could get it. Right?
That makes sense, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Okay, well, I mean, but I know that.
You would think they would test for it normally, though.
Well, we're gonna see tomorrow. I mean, I'm not trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here, right? I don't, you know, but tomorrow.
But it's not life. You know what? It's not life threatening. That's what it is, probably, right?
Guilty. I ain't gonna lie to you. I definitely think you're guilty.
I don't
like,
know.
you know what I mean?
I don't know.
I think he's capping a little bit too much, but I think he's trying to do one of those things to say she ain't catching from me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I think that's what he's trying to do. How much would an apology mean to you? Like, if he was saying, hey, listen, I apologize, not saying it's gonna make anything better, but if he
So, they said, did she test the other 7 guys? No, for real. Them niggas up. Niggas is done.
he owned up to it and said, hey, I apologize for
In
my
a week?
unsafe practices
Each nigga a day.
while having sex
days
with you,
off.
would that mean anything to you at all?
Of course, I would appreciate it. I feel like any victim of any kind of assault would appreciate an apology, a direct apology from the predator that did it to them. But honestly, it wouldn't mean anything compared to knowing that he can't do it again. You know, because sorry only means so much.
Question: What if he were to want to be like, all right, look, I'm in your city, let's meet up, let's link, and I wanna meet face to face and apologize to your face. Does that mean anything?
I will never, ever, ever, ever intentionally link up with that man ever in my life. Only because of what has happened with us behind closed doors.
Right. I get that.
No.
You did mention, I know you don't want to talk about other women, but like, so when I watched a video of the tattoo, there was another woman who got his name tatted as well. Do you believe she's contract? I know you don't want to speak about, you know, other people, but do you believe that she is contracted that virus as well? Because clearly that was during the same period where clearly you all were having sex, or he had sex with you and probably her. I'm taking it from your body language, you probably think she did.
Again, well, I said this on Twitter. I feel like it's very disrespectful to assume somebody else's STD status, considering that he did have an outbreak while he was fucking me and her. Hey, context clues.
Do the math, right?
But I mean, I don't know. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, bitch, you got to hurt. Because, babe, I don't know. You could have been the lucky ones, because there is 100% a possibility that could happen. I'm not going to say 100%, but there is a likelihood that she could not have contracted the virus. I do know that they were having sex a week before, because that was one of the conversations that we had, was that they were having sex a week before I even fucked a man. You know? So,
Damn.
And it takes a while for sores like that to heal up to the way that it did. So she could have that shit. You know? I don't know.
How are you going about treating your herpes?
I'm on medication. On top of that, I am very conscious of what I put in my body. Whenever you do have herpes, you have to stay away from things like rice, bread, complex carbs. Taking lysine every day. Anybody that has herpes, lysine, 1,000 milligrams of lysine a day will help balance that arginine and lysine in your system. Arginine is what causes an outbreak, so just stay away from that. That's complex carbs. That's cocoa. That's alcohol. That's tobacco. That's like unhealthy things for your body, basically. If there's high arginine levels in your body, you're going to have an outbreak.
Yeah,
So-
for everybody, thank you. Anyone in the live chat that has herpes or knows anyone with herpes, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
And by the way, you know, and again, being very serious here, you know, before I even knew, actually, I knew you were coming on here, and I hit up Aiden specifically. I said, make sure I'm on to speak to Gucci or whatever. But I learned going on your Twitter, and there was another person you retweeted. I promise you, I learned so much about it. It made me a little bit more prepared to ask some of the questions, and hopefully people are watching. They, you know, obviously, you're probably not coming to me at Aiden like your doctor, but hopefully you can learn something. I wonder what you are gonna do in terms of, or if you even feel the need to do anything in educating, because when people hear that, that is kind of like the new HIV. Like, people like, what? Like, but once I heard a lot of education, okay, the percentage of transmission during this time is this, blah, 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 blah. Like, when I learned a lot more, and it made me a lot less ignorant, and I probably would have had a very ignorant conversation without knowing that. Do you feel like it's your job to kind of like help the masses kind of realize what this is?
Yes, 110%. I full-heartedly want to become an advocate for herpes. I want to be somebody that people can ask about herpes. I think that, especially now, exposing myself to the world, I feel like it's a definite door opening to being a person that can help everybody first get past this this narrative and stigma that anybody with herpes is literally just dirty. That word dirty triggers me, because you can still be clean and have herpes.
That's what
But yes, I definitely think that my career is more leaning towards being an advocate more than a porn star or an OnlyFans model, you know, because even OnlyFans models, I know a ton of OnlyFans models, bright women, smart women, creative women, talented women. And they just decided to do porn, so nobody takes them serious sometimes. So it's like, I definitely think that I'm going to switch over to that and show that I learned
listing your vacation rentals on Booking.com.
my situation, and everybody can learn from my situation as well.
What did your parents think about the diagnosis? Like, I would imagine if I'm your father and I hear that, I might want to catch a body, a homie. You get what I mean? Like what was the moments of you, you know, even telling your parents? I'm guessing you probably went to them before the internet. Did they embrace you? Did they, you know, I don't know if they were in tune with your decision to become a OnlyFans creator. Did they hit you with the, well, I told you so, or were they, you know, sympathetic? You tell me.
So I don't really talk to my dad for personal reasons. As far as my mother goes, supportive since day one. She's really the reason why I'm still here today, because anybody that has caught HSV knows that there's suicidal tendencies that come after. So she has been my number one supporter. Even before I caught HSV, it didn't matter what I was going through. She was there to support me. So I definitely can say that my mom has been there. She didn't want me to do OF. She didn't want me to do porn. But she also wasn't going to shame me. She did not say, I hate you, this and that. My mom has always been like an accepting person. As far as my dad goes, he did find out that I did OnlyFans after I caught herpes, but my dad is a Caribbean man.
What country?
I don't really want to tell him. He's probably going to find out. He doesn't really have social media.
Wait, he doesn't know?
Like, my dad doesn't know that I have herpes, no. He's probably
Wait, what country is he from? What country?
Jamaica.
Oh my God, Bumba Clock. Yeah, nah, he gonna go crazy. He gonna go crazy.
Hey,
you
yo.
see the flag back there? They're not playing. But you don't. Any siblings, by the way?
I have a little brother.
How old is he?
He is 18.
Hey, I read through, you know, again, there's a very smart woman, I think she's a woman, I don't know if it was, who, again, you retweeted a bunch. She had so many resources for people who are sex workers. I'm wondering if, you know, you tapped into some of those resources or if you sought therapy, because, again, you mentioned suicidal thoughts, and that has to, you know, you have your whole life ahead of you, and it feels like you're dealing with understanding what this disease, or not disease, but virus is better than you were when you probably first contracted it. Did you seek any therapy, or you've just been, you know, kind of doing it on your own?
Oh, I've just been doing it on my own. So I did experience recently a panic attack and a mental breakdown after quite some time since I experienced my last one. So healing is never ending. I feel like at first I thought I could really do it by myself, but after everything that's gone on the last couple of days, it kind of made me realize that it is time to go to therapy. I did go to therapy in high school before everything happened. Now, I definitely am going to seek that. I definitely think that anybody that is experiencing something like this needs to go to therapy too.
I do want to. Sorry, I don't want to butt in though. You know, you seem like you're shining and you're glowing, and I do want to say you're not dirty for having herpes. You know what I mean? Like, it's true what you're saying. And anybody that does have herpes in this chat, there's thousands of people watching. Somebody that they know, that somebody, or maybe even them, they have herpes. So it's awesome seeing you shine and look like you're glowing right now. And seriously, kudos to you, for real. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
And by the way, I said the same thing to Gucci earlier. I hate saying that name. the name just sounds ridiculous. Anyway, what I said to him is that this woman coming out and saying it, people are gonna act like she's a 1 in 100. I listen. You know, I got my ear tapped in to the industry, and if you hear about the music industry and the women they have sex with frequently, and sometimes people be asking these questions, why everybody passing around some of the same women? I would probably say the herpes rate in the industry is like 40%. That's how, like, again, people want to act like, oh no, this is this one girl. Man, there is like, I could name 20 Instagram models and the same rappers keep fucking them. I'm like, well, then I hear
Almighty J just said I have herpes live on the Kick chat.
Oh, well.
What's crazy is actually one thing that actually, like, this might sound insane.
Yeah.
And this is alleged. This is rumored.
Yeah.
Rumored.
Okay.
I'm going to literally scream that it's rumored that like people like Diddy, crazy person to say it first, Rihanna, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all these kinds of people are rumored to have herpes. You know, Usher, all that kind of stuff. Like some of the most successful people in the industry, some of the most successful people in just regular business have herpes, have things like HIV, have hepatitis. There's hepatitis strains that are incurable. Like, there's things that people don't know that behind closed doors somebody's going through, and they might look up to that person. You know?
Yeah. I got to be honest. Years ago, when the whole lawsuit came out with Usher, I was shocked by it, but you know, he ended up settling. And I'm gonna be honest with you, women still love him. Like, you know, whatever. Like, shit, young boy. Some of those names you've mentioned, which I won't say because some of them are powerful as a motherfucker. But, you know, again, I don't know if maybe it's an industry thing versus the rest of the regular world, but I think people, because you were vocal about it and you're coming out to say, I have it, they're going to make it like you're the 1 out of 100. You're the 1% when you're probably, it's at least 30%. I know I said 40, but it's at least 30%. So think about every celebrity, or especially the music business, 1 out of 3.
The DraftKings Casino app. It's got something for everyone.
On the street is saying that 6ix9ine gave it to you.
Yo, how you gonna turn a serious topic? We having so much awareness right now. Everybody, you better clear up Almighty J's name, man. Like, how you just gonna?
Jay said it to me.
Oh, he said you got it.
No, Jay in my chat said I have herpes.
So he said you have it, or he has it?
No, like I as in him. He said it.
Oh, okay. All right, well, everybody live their truth. Well, no, would you do a scene with him?
Who?
Jay, Almighty Jay.
Respectfully, and that's something I wanted to touch on. Respectfully, I understand that a lot of people may relate to me and have herpes as well. I appreciate
Free-for-all.
the gestures. I appreciate the offers, but I am not looking for somebody to create content with. And just because you have herpes, I love that you offered. Thank you so much. But I will not collab with you just because you have herpes. My soulmate could have herpes as well. Hey, I have no fucking clue. But I'm not going to trauma bond with somebody just because they have herpes like me.
Question: does your baby, when you plan to have a kid one day, is there a way to protect your child from having herpes?
C-sections or being on medication whenever you're going through a birth. And if you don't have an outbreak, even if you're not medicated, there's a possibility that you can have a smooth birth without having any complications.
Got it.
But I do want to ask you guys, whenever he comes on here tomorrow, please ask him to log into that portal. Like, fuck a scrolling down the website. Fuck that. You can fake whatever the fuck. All right? Have him log in. Because he ain't logging to shit. He really didn't really show much of shit that's really...
Okay. Well, look, tomorrow, will you be active as well to hop on?
Most likely, yeah. Most
Okay, cool.
likely.
I have a prediction how tomorrow's gonna go. Listen,
And he also said that we shot 4 scenes. We shot 5. So just fact checking. I can show everybody. So.
and by the way, I have a prediction how tomorrow's gonna go. No, what the fuck? We don't. Yo, I think tomorrow. Listen, there's no way he's hopping on here to show anything but a negative test. Like, come on, what type of idiot would do that, right? So he's gonna show a negative test, right? It's just how he's gonna show a negative test. Like, nobody's gonna come on here and be like, all right, Aiden, thank you for giving me the platform to announce. What the fuck?
I have herpes.
Like, hell no. So it's either he's not gonna come on, or if he comes on, it's definitely gonna be negative. And then it's just whether you believe the validity of whatever negative you see. Did he finesse it? Is it a legit test? And I think, the story will be told, right?
That's tough.
Okay. Well, look, let's continue this tomorrow. Act part 2 tomorrow. I do want to say thank you so much for coming on today, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow, and we'll see where we're at with everything.
Thank you.
Yo, realistically, I think dude got it, and I don't know though. We're gonna find out. I'll try to stay tapped for this one. All right, yo, make sure you like and subscribe. It's your boy 41 Pop. Peace.